Hello, in this video I show you how to replace the steering rack on Mercedes C270 CDI W203 model. This is the steering rack right there. I'm replacing it because it's leaking hydraulic fluid. Before removing the steering rack, first we need to remove the wheels and remove the bolt holding the tie rod end and on the other side as well. We also need to remove this metal plate and remove the bolts holding the steering rack, and also need to disconnect it from the pinion. First I'm gonna go inside the car, straighten the steering wheel and put this thing to hold the steering wheel straight. This is the bolt on the pinion that we need to remove. We'll start by removing the two wheels and the nuts for the two tie rod ends, and then take out the tie rod ends. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. To separate the tie rod end, I'm going to use a ball joint compression tool. I'm going to just tighten it and it will separate the tie rod end. Next we're going to start removing the steering rack. First we're going to remove this metal plate. We need to remove all those Torx bolts. We need to remove those rubber boots that are covering the tie rods on both sides, and then we're going to mark the exact position of the steering rack. Now I'm going to get a marker and I'm going to mark the exact position of the steering rack, so that when I put on the new steering rack it will be in the exact same position. I'll show you a closer view of where I marked it exactly. You can see that's how much the steering rack has come on this side and on this side. I also marked the exact position of the steering rack to the pinion, and next I'm going to be removing that bolt holding the pinion to the steering rack. As I've marked the steering rack and the pinion, I can see that that bolt is in a way so that I can't remove it. So I'm going to turn the wheel a little bit so that the bolt turns, and it will be much easier now for me to remove that bolt. You can see now it's much easier for me to remove that bolt. I'm going to remove that bolt and then I'm going to turn the steering wheel again in a straight position. I removed the bolt, so now I'm going to put again the steering wheel in a straight position and hold it there. Here you can see the markings aligned, so now I'm going to remove that bolt. I'm going to take out the pinion from the steering rack a little bit later. First, I need to free up the steering rack. To free the steering rack, first I need to remove the metal plate underneath. I need to remove those two bolts. And now there is another two bolts holding the steering rack, which are right there. The two bolts are removed, so the steering rack should be free now. There's two more things left to remove. First, we need to remove the steering rack from the pinion, and then we need to disconnect the hydraulic line. First, we're going to remove the steering rack from the pinion. You might want to use a pry bar, maybe a pry bar and a hammer, and it will come out eventually. It's a little bit stuck because it's probably never removed since the car has been made, but it will come out eventually. I'm going to use a big pry bar and also a hammer, and I'm going to hit on the pinion and the pinion should come out of the steering rack. You can see I'm hitting it and it's starting to come out. And as the pinion came out of the steering rack. Next I need to free up the hydraulic lines. They're on this side of the steering rack, but first I will move the steering rack in a way so that I can get better access to those hydraulic lines. Now I'll show you where the hydraulic lines are. These are the hydraulic lines, and I need to remove that bolt holding the two lines. The bolt is socket size E12. That's the bolt removed. Now I'm going to remove the hydraulic lines, maybe use a pry bar just to make it easier for you. We can see now that hydraulic fluid started flowing, so one of them is released. To release the other one, there is that bolt right there that I'm going to remove just to release that hydraulic hose, and then I'll bring the steering rack a little bit down, and then I'll have more space to remove it. You can see how I freed up the hose, and now I have more space to remove the hydraulic line. To remove this hydraulic line, I need to just turn it and pull it out. And that's the hydraulic line out, and that's the steering rack removed. This is the old steering rack and the new steering rack that I'm going to put on. The new steering rack is actually a second-hand steering rack, but it's in a good condition. Before putting on the new steering rack, make sure you mark the new steering rack in exact same positions as the old one, and then we can put on the new steering rack. Putting on the new steering rack is in the exact reverse order. First, we're going to put on the two hydraulic lines, put the bolt on and tighten it. Next, we're going to put the steering rack into the pinion. You can see the markings, so make sure the markings align. You need to push in the pinion into the steering rack, and it will go in eventually. We're going to put the bolt on and tighten it. You can see the bolt is on and the markings have aligned. We can see that the markings have aligned on the two sides. Now I'll show you a closer view. This is one of the marks, it has aligned, and the other mark. So now we can assemble the steering rack. We're going to put on the two bolts that hold the steering rack, then we're going to put the metal plate underneath, and then we're going to put on new tie rod ends and inner tie rods. Afterwards, don't forget to do alignment on the car, and then you're done with replacing the steering rack. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.